So I got 2 hair transplants. I was heading into my 50s, and I felt like it's getting a little bit obvious here, and I'm losing some hair in the temples and in the crown. So I had 2 hair transplants at a good clinic, and I was very happy with the results. But I noticed under bright lighting that you could still see the hair density was a bit weak in certain areas. So I felt there's got to be, I don't want a 3rd hair transplant. That's a bit much. I mean, it's considering the expense and then the surgery itself. I felt like there had to be a better way. And I remember seeing scalp micropigmentation years ago, and I thought it was really cool for people that have short haircuts because it just looks real, and it's wow, it's just like cool. It's like having a buzz cut, but with some artist basically tattooing your scalp. So I thought, can this actually work on giving me hair density? Because if I was able to darken my scalp, then that bright lighting, I would still have the impact of more density in that area. I wouldn't be able to see the scalp. The light wouldn't reflect off the scalp. So I asked a chat GPT, I said, what about this idea? What if instead of a 3rd hair transplant, I went for scalp micropigmentation? Is that a good way to give the illusion of hair density? And it said, absolutely. And it started to really validate my thought process when it comes to that. So I said, all right, let me ask a follow-up. Who would you recommend do this? Because I need to find somebody who's skilled. Don't want anybody to make a mistake on my scalp. So one of the first suggestions, it was either the first or the second one on the list that it gave me of 3, was Prestige Scalp Micropigmentation. So I went ahead and contacted the phone number, and it was on a Sunday, and within minutes I got a response from Kilber, and he's the owner. And I just asked him a bunch of questions. First, I sent him my picture of my scalp. I said, do you think it would work for me? He's like, yeah, you look like a perfect candidate, and he gave me the cost. And I asked a bunch of other questions, how much time do I have to stop exercising for, et cetera, afterwards. So he answered everything, just in complete and fashion on a Sunday, and just was back and forth. And I said, I looked at his testimonials on Google, and he had some really good reviews and pictures and everything. So I was like, yeah, this guy seems like he's the right man for the job. I have, based on the evidence that I'm seeing and the conversation I had, I'm pretty much sold. So I went to him, and I had my first session, and my buddy here was with me during that first session, and I didn't know what to expect. I just knew that I was going to have my scalp basically tattooed in such a way that's going to give me more density. So I went in, and I was hoping it wasn't extremely painful, and it ended up being anywhere from a 2 to a 4 to 5 on the out of 10 in terms of discomfort. At times it would hit a 5, at times it wasn't. So it wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't. It was something that you can endure it for the amount of time that he's doing it. That's not, I'm sure an actual tattoo like on your arm is a lot more intense than that. So, so I had that session, and you were there. I didn't know what was going on. I'm laying on the table, and he's working on my scalp. I don't know what's happening. I can't see it. You could. So just kind of describe what you were seeing.
Well, first of all, Kilber's just a top-notch dude. Man of integrity. That was the first thing that struck both of us, I feel like. Yes. That meant a lot, especially you kind of alluded to it already, but this is a pretty significant thing. It's something that I'm considering in the future. You're talking about somebody putting permanent marks on your head. You know what I'm saying? This is intimate and significant procedure for somebody to do. So it's got to be some level of high trust you have in somebody. And so that's one thing that just struck me right away. But then I was sitting there by the side, with him. He was totally inviting, let me sit there next and watch the whole procedure. And his persistence, his work ethic, he didn't take any shortcuts. I saw him just with intensity, just attacking every what you would consider to be a weak spot in your scalp, as far as an area that might have been lacking in the coloration, or whatever you want to call it, pigmentation. I mean, the dude, he didn't take any shortcuts. It was clear. Like, it was, he took the time. I think we were there for a couple hours, but man, he was cool to talk to the whole time. It was a laid back atmosphere. It was just three of us in there. He was chill and awesome to talk to. We had a good conversation, but he is really committed to getting it right. He went to some great lengths and effort to, move your hair in directions to create and find the areas of weakness, if I can call it that, where the attention need to be put. And he just was persistent. And, you could tell he's committed to helping you. He's not going to be satisfied if you're not satisfied. And maybe even, he may even have a higher standard than probably most people do when they walk out of there. I'm certain that he has a higher standard than most of this competition would, dude. Because if I was in that situation and wanted to be a slacker, I'm pretty sure there'd be easier ways to do what he did, to just fill in the gaps. But this dude was just absolutely intent on doing things the right way, taking his time meticulously, and the results are just insane, man. You look great. You look absolutely top notch. Like, the difference is noticeable. Like, I don't see any area of weakness anymore when it comes to your hair. And this is the dude that will hit the mark. If you're needing it, man, I totally trust this. This is my guy for sure.
The before and after picture you see here is after 2 sessions. There's 3 sessions in order to create full density. I've only had 2. I haven't had my 3rd one yet. As I record this video and as the pictures that you see before and after are after 2 sessions, I have my 3rd one scheduled a couple days from now. So, but I just wanted to make this testimonial because the results are so amazing with 2 sessions. What's the point of even showing the 3rd? I mean, it doesn't even, at this point, doesn't even look like it could get any better. But when you're seeing those before and after pictures, it's stunning the difference this makes. And one of the most important aspects for me was I didn't have to shave my hair, because I was worried, in order to have this procedure, do I have to cut my hair off and then grow it back? And he was like, no, I can do it. I can do it without you cutting anything off. So, which was pretty much amazed me, because it seems like it's kind of complicated to do with hair in a way, but he pulled it off, man. He pulled it off as perfect as could possibly be. So when I saw the results, I was impressed and amazed, and I knew I made the right choice. Kilber's super personable, very nice. He takes pride in his work. He was talking to me about people who have gone elsewhere and regretted it, and then had to go to him in order to get their botched procedure repaired, which I felt bad for, because these people probably ended up spending, of course, probably more than twice the amount of money. They paid the other guy to ruin their scalp. He had to fix it, and it's going to cost even more to fix it than what they paid to ruin it. So it was, I feel bad for people that did not discover Kilber and went into somebody else's studio and ended up getting ripped off by somebody who has subpar skill or is just looking to make a quick buck. So this is the reason I made the video. I really, really have a passion for helping people who are good at what they do. And Kilber is fantastic at his artistic ability. He's thorough. He will make sure that you're happy and satisfied. And I could not recommend him more. And you just have to look at the results. If you have had hair transplant, or if you want an alternative to a hair transplant, or you've already had a hair transplant and want more density, Kilber will get the job done. You will be very happy with the results that you see after he works on you. And if you have a bald head and you want to just fill in the spots where you have a real buzz cut and you want to fill in those spots so that way it looks like you have a nice hairline, and he'll do that. He's just, his skill is just off the charts. And you can tell that he's got a gift for this. So I just want everybody to know that he's the guy to go to. After the first session, you'll notice major results. After the second session, it gets significantly better, which you don't even imagine it, but it does. And then there's the third session, and that's like the final touches. So just do it, man. Just anybody that's thinking about doing it, contact Kilber and really consider it, because it does shave years off of your appearance. I know people have a lot of confidence issue regarding hairlines that are receding or patchy hair loss, and he can help so many people. He really can. If you want scalp micropigmentation, Kilber is the guy to call. Contact him, and he will answer all your questions just like he did for me. And when you go in and meet with him, you'll be at ease, because he's just the nicest guy in the world. If you have any questions, you can go over to my YouTube channel. It's at IncrediBody, and you just search for it on YouTube, and then you can contact me through there and ask any questions that you want, because I want to help people make the right decision, and Kilber is the right decision.